All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to yet another chapter. This time is running out. So, I have been doing a lot of thinking. Um, and I've been asking the guys about this. If there is nothing else that they want to do, if there is nothing else that they want to do after today, next week, we might be ending the session, the campaign. I'm thinking that maybe, okay, they might want to take like uh part of a campaign or a session to, I can't talk today, to like go around and say goodbye to some of their friends, like have a session of memories and reminiscence before they enter the final boss fight. So there's a chance that might happen. Uh, so we'll see. But as of today, unless if something changes and they want to go do something, there are only 4 sessions left. That's scary to think about. That is terrifying to think about. Ugh, yikes. Okay, so, Cody is unfortunately experiencing a power outage. Somebody, like, slammed into a telephone pole, and he doesn't have power right now. And Brady is going to be on in about 25 minutes. I don't know what he's been doing. But, so, we only got 3 right now, but I can stretch it out until Brady gets here at least. I'm gonna see if Cody can like jump in on his phone or something. If not, it's not really that big of a deal. But don't count on today being that long of a session though. Just mostly because there's not really much for anybody to go through. Oh shit, I need to read out the one. Alright, now that that is done, let's go jump into the chat and say hello to everybody.
Like the smoothest of jazz, or like the B movie? Like, do you like jazz?
Oh god, no, fuck that abomination. Fuck. No, wait, no, wait, wait, no, wait, I forgot of everyone. Fuck that abomination, there we go.
No.
Nailed it.
Hi, Josh.
Hello.
Fucking nailed it.
Josh,
What was that?
do you like jazz?
I do like jazz. It's one of my favorite music. It's one of
Very
my
lovely.
favorite
It's a very
music genres. If I'm
Not
not
really.
if I'm not listening to like lo-fi or something when I'm just vibing, I'm listening
Oh,
to
I
jazz.
love lo-fi. Sorry.
Okay, so as of today, gentlemen,
Alright.
if you guys don't have anything that you want to do, like after your trial, there's only 4 sessions left.
That's what I do.
Woo! By the way, have you
Yeah.
ever listened to jazzcore?
Yes. Yes.
How is it?
It is
Lovely.
very good, actually.
Can you send me a sample?
Yeah, later.
I'm sure Dave has some.
Thanks.
Okay. So,
We're the Motley Crew tonight.
Yeah.
yes, the lovely crew. Previously, you guys have taken some time to wait for your enchanted items to return to you, and thus came to the conclusion of we need to go find out and learn the teachings of our true elements. So, venturing forth into the plane of fire, Hino guided you all to the layers of a catastrophic dragon. Basically, instead of standard elements of, fire, lightning, yada yada, the basic chromatic and metallic dragons, catastrophic dragons are walking natural disasters.
Mm.
So, upon speaking to this dragon, everybody has come to the conclusion that the power on which they seek, they don't fully understand. As you are told that the powers of true elements come from the absolute understanding of its primal form. Leaving you all with a small lesson of how Hino obtained true fire. The Imperials question their own understandings of true ice. And therefore, you guys left the volcanic dragon in peace and decided to go seek out enlightenment when it comes to the primal elements.
And I got to teach Usk the true meaning behind the phrase, what is it? The icy touch of death or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, that was it.
So, from there, everybody therefore decided to part ways for a while and search deep within themselves to see if they can find and truly understand their own elemental powers. So, Gil,
Hey, what's up?
you specifically said that you wanted to go take a boat back out to the Western Sea.
If I'm going to go commune with and learn the true mentions of my element, I'm going to go talk to the literal embodiment of it.
That's fair.
I feel like if anything's going to know.
That is fair. Okay, Dave, your element is a little different. Like, you I would probably say that you have a decent grasp or an understanding of, death and the life cycle and such.
Yeah.
Want to go talk to
Yeah.
a lich?
No.
I mean, the best person that Dave would want to talk to, in terms of like the life cycles and such like that, would probably be Opal. But
The
for
person
you,
who's been training me for like the past 10 years.
right? But for you, it's more likely that like you already understand your role as the now like quote unquote guide of the afterlife. And you learned all of that more specifically when you obtained Zephyr's scythe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is the scythe itself sentient?
No, the scythe itself is not sentient.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, speaking about sentient weapons, I kinda wish Zorlov's Phoenix staff was sentient to the point where he could talk to his Phoenix friend.
Sentient weapons are not all it's chalked up to be.
That is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that from a guy with a sassy trident.
Had.
Had a sassy trident. I do miss the sass though. Some lovely DM player banter.
Yeah, literally sentient anything or like little companions that DMs gives to the party is literally just their gateway to canonically talk shit to their characters.
Most of the time, yep.
Okay. So
Oh, that said, Faris has a smith, right?
oh yeah.
Okay. I've got a bit of an odd request.
Okay.
How many people are in our party again? Like, the extended party, not just the main, like, 7 of us?
Well, there's Jean, you, Edon, us, Sorloff, Gil, Draven, Ada, Kalela, and technically Anathil. So there's 10 of you.
Okay. 10 of us. Well, I can't really give anything to Anathil because
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Dream Realm kind of prevents that from happening.
Mhm.
I'm still gonna get 20 of these made though. They're just little gold coins that have roses for their minting instead of whatever Avalon's normal minting is.
Okay. So these are just like basic trinkets?
Yep.
No, it was
Two
just
for-
sentimental value?
Yeah, just of sentimental value.
Oh, Jesus.
What
Alright.
the hell was that?
Oh.
Are you alright?
Ooh, was that mine?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, sorry. I
Okay.
was looking around my... I hit a bunch of mugs together because my ADHD is a mess.
I feel you.
Okay, I mean, it'll literally just cost you the 20 gold to just
Cool.
reshape it, honestly. That's all it would be.
Someone
Okay.
drachma to put over the eyes when people die.
Well, you have to remember to tip your ferryman.
Exactly.
But you're the ferryman. You're paying yourself with your own money.
It's called incentive.
Well, it would actually be 18 of them. I don't have to do this for myself, obviously.
Right.
I can't give any to Anathil, but I will give 2 to Opal.
Okay. You look at them curiously and ask, "What are these for?"
Well, you have to tip your ferryman, don't you?
If that's a rule, my brother would be rolling in his grave right now.
It's an old tradition. Figure at the end of all the chaos, I'm not gonna be around for very long before I have to go. At least it'll be something to for those close to me to remember me by.
Would you want to hand them to me now? I am going to be fighting alongside you.
So I don't forget.
Fair enough. Alright, so Gil,
Hey, what's up?
with your little boat trip out into the Western Sea,
It seems to be my general way of doing things nowadays.
well, of course, seeking knowledge of probably the highest being on Avalon right now.
Me, uh, me and Josh and the Kaijus. What a thing. Never gets old. Please tell me that there are going to be no more Kaijus going forward.
Well, so what is it that you would just simply go for?
do the traditional divey dive into the ocean. I don't need to even cast aquatic my
No,
Arcana
because
now.
you can now breathe underwater.
I can scream underwater. Yay, plate armor in the deep! I've been wanting that for so long.
It's so weird that you can't normally breathe underwater.
I'm technically a sea elf. I can hold my breath longer. I can swim better. But I think of it like I am a coastal faring nation that developed better abilities to surviving in the coast, but was not under the water.
Oh.
They're
Yeah.
only half Sahagin.
Yeah, I like to think Triton. Thank you very much.
I can imagine Matt would be more like more or less like from an island nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Hawaii.
Yeah, I was thinking more of the
Right.
I was thinking more of like the Caribbean because Gil's like
Ooh.
a sailor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I won't argue with that.
If he was evil, he'd be a pirate.
Oh yeah.
If my family were bad guys, we'd be pirates.
I mean, to be fair, they're good.
Ironic.
I mean, to be fair, they're good pirates too. Jack Sparrow's a good pirate.
Eh.
Yeah.
He's a pirate with morals.
Eh.
Wait, really?
People aren't cargo guys. Come on, semblance of morals.
I mean, he did sell like 60 people to Davy Jones to save himself, so
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
not including his best friend.
What?
Yeah, Will Turner.
Who
the
then
fuck is-
became Davy Jones.
Yep.
Isn't Davy Jones the guy with the octopus on his face?
You clearly have not seen the third movie.
Well, then who was the guy with the octopus on his face?
David Jones.
That was the old Davy Jones.
Oh, okay.
I recommend some light viewing on your end. good Mr. Firewing.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I don't know where those movies are. Aren't they collector's items, so they're like really, really high in price?
No,
Same with the Harry Potter movies?
No.
no.
What?
You could rent them on Google for like $1.
Seriously?
Yeah.
For real.
Wow.
Yeah.
My brain was about to say go to a red box, and I'm like, nope.
Nope, those don't exist no more.
It honestly really sucks that those don't exist anymore. It
Blame
honestly really,
Netflix.
it honestly
They
really
own
sucks.
them.
Yeah, Netflix owns those bucks.
It honestly really sucks
I
that
know.
Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore. I remember going out.
Incorrect. Incorrect. There
There's
is
one Blockbuster left.
there is one left.
What?
It's in Alaska.
Oh.
Last Blockbuster.
All right. Anyway.
Oh
So-
yeah. So Gil dives into the ocean. Does a lot of swimming. Kind of just the feel of the armor under the ocean waves.
Feels very natural.
It does.
You can definitely feel a change in the way that you can move in the water.
I also can talk to a sea life.
Like Aquaman, only not as useless.
There's like a school of fish that just swims by, and you could just hear cusses everywhere. It's like, come on, move your fat ass, let's go.
Any water-breathing creature with a language. So, technically. But no, so Gil will eventually, when he gets like similarly deep than he was last time, does the little fully fold, puts Quadron's quadrant, start saying that 3 times fast, in front of him and just floats it there and just meditates a little bit on the ocean and its tides and currents.
Alright, so yeah, eventually you would hear Quidrock's voice again and ask, never thought I'd see you come here so soon.
If you must know, we're in a wee bit of a dire straits. I believe that most of us, myself included, don't truly understand the elemental abilities that we seek, which would need to face probably the most dangerous foe this plane has ever seen.
Let's talk them up.
Yes. And if I'm going to fight someone who can wield true fire, I believe being her natural opposite as true water may be slightly beneficial.
Well, you are correct in some aspects. Water and ice do counteract fire. But what is it that you seek from me?
Understanding. To my knowledge, water has always been an element of change. It is an element that suits its situation best. If it gets put in a glass, it takes that form for it is. If it's put in the ocean, it adapts to that form to help fill that up. It can be rough and tumultuous in a storm, but also calm and gentle and warm for healing. It's an element of adaptability. It doesn't have any hard set rule other than it will change to what it's needed for.
No? You have a good understanding of it so far.
And that's the problem that worries me. As much as I believe I understand what that water is, I believe it would be arrogant of me to assume I know what it is.
Well then. As you obviously already understand, water is the driving force of all nature.
Hmm.
There is nothing softer or more flexible than water, but yet nothing can resist it. Not even magical forces
That's
that
true.
reside on this planet. If there
Even
is
a great
magic,
mountain.
it has sometime contained water.
Fair enough. Even a mountain would erode over time to the ocean.
While being a driving force and present at all times, in one drop of water, it can also contain all of the secrets residing in the oceans. Thousands have lived without love, but not a single one can live without water. It's life.
So, as much as we learned that fire is the passion of life, water is more of the blood of life. Every creature needs it. Unless you're some magma-dwelling apocalyptic dragon with a hard adamantine outer skeleton.
Your quest in order to search and harmonize the ability of true water guild is something that you must discover.
Well, I assumed, nothing has trying to gain a bit more knowledge before I sit down here for a while and just think. What better place to study study water than in it? Feel the ocean, tides. Feel how the moon changes at night. See how spawns new life, quenches other. But I appreciate your wider outlook on it. So broaden my horizon view a bit better.
The last bit of advice that I can give to you. You are a descendant of countless generations of creatures that has dwelled in the oceans. You are part of the ocean. Be like water, which is fluid, soft, and yielding. As in time, water will overcome rock, which is rigid and hard. Therefore, your soft and caring nature is what makes you strong. Just let go and fall like a waterfall.
Well, then I guess I have some pondering to do. I appreciate your wise words.
Take all the time you need.
And Gil will kind of just lay back in the depths of the ocean, just float there, pondering what he just discussed, thinking about it all in the greater sense and the greater scheme of things.
Just listening to the currents that flow around you.
I will say probably for this little excursion, Gil probably just took like not like a rowboat, but like a one-person sailing ship, just in case.
It's like a sloop, one person.
Yeah, because he didn't know how long he would be out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes
he-
sense.
You could literally just spend like catch a fish, eat it, and keep going.
Just a couple of fish swimming by. So, Frank, have you seen Stacy's new scales? They look pretty good. Oh, yeah, I can tell this pretty good. So, Frank, let me ask you a question. What are you doing this week? Frank? No!
Not Frankie.
Gil,
He was just there munching on it.
To
Little
be like-
Frankie.
how the fuck is this guy down here?
Like, why is he here?
It's like, yo, how's it going?
Gil will like absolutely be like, "What's up? Sorry about your friend. A little hungry.
He's tasty.
Can't beat good tilapia."
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to live normally after watching my best friend get eaten, but
You want to just stay here, and when I get hungry again, I'll eat you.
hell no, his girl's is single now. I'm out of here. Fuck that.
Have a good one.
Single now.
Sorry, Frankie. I'm sure you.
That would be fucking hysterical, though.
Frankie's just there. Fuck, this hurts.
Gil would at least have like killed him.
Merciful skills,
I gotta be kind, remember?
of course.
I'll pick some seaweed up and like wrap him up in some seaweed.
Mmm,
Make-
sashimi.
Makes you see me underwater.
Ah, yes, the to-go box.
Hi, Whisk.
Hello.
Skoosk, oosk, oosk.
How are you? How are you doing, Whisk?
That's what
Tired and dirty.
that is what Gil's current plan is for a while. Sit under in the ocean. He is the stone phone, so like people need to call him, they can.
Hey, wait. Okay, wait. Serious question. How does the stone phone work underwater?
It's
Magic?
yeah, it's magic.
So it's just like how SpongeBob can just breathe underwater. That makes sense.
Well, I mean, SpongeBob's a sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, why did I find a pineapple and an Easter Island head down there?
Why is there a starfish living under a rock?
And why is there a tree dome? Underwater? And a giant fist that looks like a bucket.
Weird. Whatever. Just gonna keep floating.
Just keep floating. Just keep,
Keep
floating.
floating. Just
keep swimming, just keep swimming.
go with the flow, man.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Mellow Out Gil. He's just humming some like elven songs underwater, thinking.
I mean, that's what happens when you start eating seaweed.
Oh yeah.
You're right. Only if I had a can of spam.
Does seaweed actually have any taste?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yes.
It does. And
Salty
cooked,
grass.
cooked correctly, it's very good.
It's very great. Oh,
And confirm.
I personally am not a fan.
that's not Dave.
See the only see the only thing I can't stand, like fish wise, is just fucking sushi. I hate raw fish. It has to be cooked.
I love sushi.
Absolutely
fucking
loves
nuts.
sushi.
Okay. So, which of the two of you want to go next?
What are the options?
You and Zorla.
Fire boys.
Could I go?
Sure.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so Zorlov, well, doing some thinking, and also sorry, sorry if I get to narrating my own part. I'm just kind of used to
Like, it's
doing that.
mostly like, what does Zorlov do to think about what the dragon explained to him about his element?
Well, he sits there in his room, his ears just twitching all the while, kind of an annoyance. Ah, come on, think. Think, you damn elf. Sit. You know, I guess I could go talk to. I guess I could go talk to. What's her name down in the Underdark? Maybe that would. Maybe that would help. Uh, Josh, you do know who I'm talking about, right?
Oregon?
Yeah, that's it. Or would she be able to help?
It's a possibility.
All right.
You have to find a way to get down there first.
All right. So Zorlov goes out of his room, and does he see any of his like party members like down in the area, the fucking inn, wherever they are? Where they
I
are.
mean, at this point in time, you guys would pretty much be staying in Paris.
Okay.
Husk and
So
Rose get up at the crack of dawn. So
all right.
Yeah, Rose
Um,
does get up at the crack of fucking dawn.
So he goes. So he goes and knocks on their room door.
whose room do
Who
you knock on
specifically?
first?
Yeah.
Rose, I guess.
Oh, morning, Zarloff. Need something?
Well, morning. I just actually wanted to know how to get down to the Underdark.
Oh, well, let's see, the thing is that, Kino has kind of just been teleporting me down there.
Mm-hmm.
You could always ask her.
Do you know where I could find her?
Have you tried the throne room?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kinda doesn't
Um,
sleep. She doesn't need to.
Oh. All right. Thanks. Do you want me to bring you something back, like some food or something?
No, I'll be heading down there in a little bit anyways.
All right. Want to go together?
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, it spares her a trip.
Aye.
I'll be down there until all of you guys are... well, when you guys have achieved enlightening. She says that with quotations.
Zorlov will nod.
Figured I've got a limited time left on the world. I might as well use it to my advantage.
And his ear twitches and his blood just freezes. What? 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 You have
Oh, you weren't made aware yet, were you?
Is something the matter with you?
No, there's nothing wrong with me personally. I just may have accepted a contract that, may make being here on this material realm a bit difficult.
But we can still see each other, right?
The logistics of that I still have to work out.
Well,
But I could
Ju-
tell you this, any parting with me is not going to be a parting forever.
well, just in case I don't see you after tomorrow, and he gives Rose a hug. I'll miss you. You know that. And he lets go.
He just thinks it's kind of funny.
And then he goes on down to the throne room. Good morning, Hino.
Why didn't it?
I would like to ask something of you. Could you please take us to the Underdark? If it's not too much trouble, that is.
I don't see why. I can understand from Miss Rosalie's reason for it, but what purpose do you have in the Underdark?
Well, I wanted to talk to... What's her name?
Oregon.
Morgan, thank you. Well, I wanted to talk to Morgan about something.
I'm assuming it has to do something with your search for your reasoning of the elements.
Aye, that's it.
If you wouldn't mind waiting for just a moment, then we transport Miss Rosalie to her destination, and then I'll return for you.
Alright then, take your time, dear.
So she'll walk up to Rose and go ahead and take her down into the Underdark. And then she'll return back into the throne room. And then say to Zorloff, if you wouldn't mind, before I take you down, I want to have a word with you.
Alright then.
Just follow me.
Okay.
Then she'll pull out her little crystal thing, and she'll open up a portal again. So, walking through the portal, you are going to find yourself here. Sorry, it's a little blurry. I lost the original photo.
Found it. Shit. I exited out of the thing. Fuck. Let's see.
So, I don't believe that you were actually here in this room.
Oh, wow. Shit. This is yours?
This is my throne world.
Oh, wow.
So, tell me, what have you come up with in your search so far for clarity on fire?
Well,
You amongst everybody else has seen much more distressed about your understanding of primal elements.
Well, I know that fire just isn't for destruction. Fire is life. Fire has a lot of capabilities other than just destruction. It can It can heal people. It can possibly even raise them from the dead. It can forge new metal equipment. I know now that me being a Phoenix Sorcerer wasn't just by some random coincidence. It was someone out there was looking out for me. Someone out there knew what I was gonna be. If you believe in all that stuff. So I think I have what it takes to finally fully understand what it becomes, what it sorry, what it means to become a Phoenix Sorcerer. In all honesty, I didn't really think much of it. I just thought it was some goof that could shoot fireballs out of his hands. But now I'm not so sure. And then I met up with those other 4. Then I started traveling with them. These have honestly been the best months of my life. And in all honesty, I'm scared to see him go. I'm scared to see us part ways. Other than me mom and dad back in my homeland, back in my hometown, I was never really popular with anyone. I always had some quirks to me, but then those people just took one look at me and said, and basically said, fucking hell, dude. And then I came across some of my best friends. And unfortunately, I don't really think I'll ever really get to tell Anathil how I truly feel about her. Sorry about that whole big rant. That just kind of came out of nowhere. Just kind of steps back a smidge.
Hino's gonna go ahead and snap her fingers. And behind you, the portal that you walk through is going to completely shut. She'll snatch her gem, and she's gonna lean back on her throne and say, "Well then, you want to go ahead and tell me exactly how you're feeling in your life story? Let me tell you one of my own."
He's listening intently, his ears perked up.
When I was a little girl, all I ever wanted to do was I wanted to be an adventurer, just like my mom and dad. Praised for being heroes of our world, they wanted nothing more than to raise a loving family. Being who I am, I was raised surrounded by people with power. my mother's assassin guild, and many formidable fighters. Needless to say, I looked forward to becoming stronger than all of them. I got my wish when I was still very little, once my, she like air quotes, auntie discovered that I had magical powers. My dad taught me how to wield a sword. Onaji taught me how to control my powers. And my mother helped me train my nimbleness. I learned eventually that I had the capabilities of wielding fire, and was taught by some teachers alongside my only friend at the time. When the Black Roses attacked my mother's base, that was a pivotal point. When I was cast out of this reality, I was presented, therefore, with a world of corruption, manipulation, and war. I got strong, and my only goal was to make it back home alive. I met the Nine, and they soon became my second family. Once the problem was dealt with, I offered them solitude on Avalon, and even then, they were treated as outcasts. I survived because the fire inside me burns brighter than the fire around me. I have done a lot of bad things. I have killed thousands of people and caused more destruction than I ever could imagine possible. I would like to believe that in another life I was a hero, that I could have been a good person. The world may see me as a monster, killer. But there's still a part of me that hopes that there are some people who were close to me that saw me differently. I admit, I see a little part of me in you.
He'll smile and chuckle at that.
You have massive potential in your powers. You're stubborn and naive. Same as I was. So, I would like to help you.
Hmm. Help me how, Messino?
Hino's then therefore going to stand up, and she's going to reach out into the air, and you're going to see her pull out a small dagger. She's going to take the dagger, grip it, and slice open her hand.
Messino, are what?
Stand there and
What do
shut
you-
up.
Mm.
She's then going to take a small vial out of her bag and let someone that's filled with a different type of liquid and let her blood drip down into the concoction. After a while, the blood will stop. She'll mix up the vial and, like, outstretch her hand to show the gaping wound just seal shut.
Oh, wow.
She'll look at the vial and say, under normal circumstances, I would offer you a contract. Being a demon lord, I am capable of making those and granting you special abilities from that. However, I fear that with said contracts, it would give me some bit of power and possession over you, which could be used against you in the heat of battle. So, I had Medell whip up this little concoction here, and using my blood as a catalyst should activate.
Zorlov will speak up nervously. Do you
She
want me to...
she hands you the vial. Drink it.
And with those instructions, he will go ahead and rip off the cork and drink it.
It tastes like absolute shit. But you can certainly feel that there is an intense heat that comes with it.
Oh, wow. Is this normal? I feel... Oh, this almost hurts, he says, unbuttoning his shirt.
Hino's gonna sit back down and say, well, you did just ingest the blood of a demigod, so it doesn't surprise me.
How long will this last? Whew.
I'm not quite sure.
I don't think she's ever had anyone do this before.
What? You've got to be kidding!
So as you're there, like, suffering, feeling this heat and this concoction rush through you, she's gonna walk up against you. You know, she's gonna grab your wrist and hold her hand out in front of it and say, now cast a spell. And don't cast any spell. Reach deep within your soul. Find your inner flame. Remind yourself what the dragons and I have taught you.
Okay. Josh, I'm gonna be honest. Do me a favor and keep your eyes on your...
Fireball.
Well, she said not just any spell. Just any old spell, Josh? Or...
Give me just a second.
Take your time.
Because this is going to grant you something.
Okay. I love Sprite. So good.
There is...
I do not like Sprite Cranberry. I've tried it. It's fucking horrible. It makes me want to gag.
I don't like Sprite.
You don't like Sprite? What's wrong with you, man?
A lot of things. Be easier to list what's right.
Okay, go ahead. I already know you're a good person.
That's debatable.
That is debatable. I think it's just a line, and that's it.
Okay.
Is that
Alright.
about right, Brady?
So go ahead, Ryan.
So what are we talking about?
Cast a spell.
All right. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous. Okay. So,
Whatever
So let's
spell,
go.
whatever spell you are most familiar with.
he nods, and he closes his eyes, and he breathes deep, and he starts inhaling through his nose. Fireball!
So as you hold out your hand and you start to generate the fireball up, Hino reaches back up and she grabs onto the fireball. As it continues to grow and the explosion is imminent at this point, you suddenly make me a perception check.
Okay. 1 second. Come on. Charge sheet being stupid. Okay, those are my spells. Perception. Boop.
Okay. So as you are still channeling the fireball, you hear Hino call out to you again, and she says, think of everything that you have learned on your journey. The lives that you are saving.
And he goes ahead and he thinks of every single life he's saved, of all the friends he's made along the way, of the things he never really got to say to a certain elf. And I'm guessing that fireball grows in power.
It does. And with your perception check, you suddenly start to feel, or you suddenly start to smell the agonizing aroma of burning flesh.
Oh god.
Then your spell finally goes off.
Augmented fireball.
How?
So the fireball just blasts off to the side, like colliding with one of the pillars in Hino's throne room.
How was that?
Hino looks over at the fireball, like the destruction of the pillars, debris, and flames right now. She looks down at her hand, and you see her smirk and turns and holds it out to you. You tell me. And you can see that the entire surface of her hand is completely burned.
I did it. 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 Oh, sorry about your pillar, by the way.
You see her like wave her hand as the pillar just reassembles itself.
Oh yeah, mending. I forgot to do that.
It's her domain. She has complete control over it.
Okay. um. So I have a question I want to ask you. He says, um, taking one step forward. May I give you a hug?
As much as I would say yes, unfortunately you would be injured quite badly.
Nods.
You just see her like stare down at her hand.
Are you gonna be all right?
Yes, I'll be fine. It's just been a while since I've actually taken any sort of physical damage.
Thank you very much
I
for the
bet
help.
the pain feels exquisite.
Oh,
I
she's
didn't know Alicia was here.
oh, she's ecstatic. You have no idea. In Hino's mind, she's just like, huh. Why am I excited about this? I shouldn't be excited about this. Wait a minute. Never forget that feeling that you felt.
Oh, don't worry. I won't. But thank you very much. Oh, and also, he says, if you ask me, you're not a monster. You're far from it. I can sense that there's good deep down in you. If you weren't a good person, you wouldn't have traveled all this way with us. You wouldn't have tried to help me. So I can see that you're a good person.
I appreciate that, Sorba.
Welcome. As well as, well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have a little bit of a crush on you.
You would be surprised on how long that list is. But trust me when I say, love is a natural enemy to me. Go ask Max, he'll tell you a good story.
He tilts his head.
Go ask Max, he'll tell you a story that you'll get a kick out of. She's gonna flick her wrist and activate her crystal again, opening the portal behind you.
Thank you very much. And also, I'm not gonna lie, Miss Hino. I really wish tomorrow didn't have to come. I don't want to fight you. I really don't.
You'll have a little bit more time to cope with it then.
Just the thought of fighting one of my friends turns my stomach into knots. But I promise you this. I'll give it all I've got.
I would sure hope so.
I just really hope. I just really hope that you don't think anything bad of me.
I do not. I feel more prideful when it comes to you and your friends.
Well, thank you.
You more specifically.
Well, thank you. You're very sweet. And he goes ahead and goes through the portal. And he goes ahead and goes on the other side. And he ends up back in Faris.
Finally, we come to Brady.
Sorry that took so long. I was just having fun with it.
No, you're fine. Thus, we come to Brady. While you are in possession of the Aether Swarm Crystal, you meditate within the realm of the vaults. You speak to Alrath quite frequently, but unfortunately, Alrath never really had the chance to unlock the potentials of pure Aether. And that was mostly and strictly because of who he was.
And that is why I want to see if I can get in contact with any other of the users.
Alright. Well, give
I am
me...
prepared to roll a Knowledge Arcana.
Okay. Either Arcana or Planar, I'll allow. Actually, that's not that bad. Do you have points in that?
Yes, I do. Usk made it a point to learn.
Hey, character development!
I mean, fair
I'm
enough.
telling you, Usk is not stupid.
Okay.
I know, man. I'm just picking on you.
Let's see here. So, at this point, us definitely would have, actually, can you make me a second one?
Sure.
Alright. So yeah, us definitely, at this point, would have been able to channel the energies of the vault and speak with a couple of the other previous users. He'll be able to speak with the Centaur, he'll be able to speak with Jacques. But when you talk to them and you ask them different questions in regards to the powers of true Aether, unfortunately, Jacques and the Centaur don't know what you're even talking about. They only ever heard of the Aether being the space between, dimensions and such. They never thought that it was, like, a primal element. Give me a perception roll now. Okay.
I am happy with my rolls so far.
So, pondering your situation, you are just mindlessly wandering around in the vaults. And you let's see here. Okay. So you would eventually come across a part of the vault where you haven't actually seen before. There's obviously a bunch of like very like older style weapons. Different types of short swords, spears, scimitars, and the likes. Until you come to a part of the vault where it's just a singular hallway lined side to side with different weapons and such. And you happen to notice that at the very end of this hallway, there is a pedestal that's there that doesn't have a weapon on it.
I'm approaching this pedestal.
And it appears to just be an empty pedestal. While most of the other pedestals have like a small light shimmering from the top of the base of it, where the weapon in its ethereal form just floats there. But this one does not have a weapon.
I'm gonna reach out to where a weapon would be if it was on this pedestal.
Your hand just passes right through it. There's nothing there.
Are there plaques on these pedestals?
There's like there's like texts of light that that read out in like different languages and such. But this one is one of the very few that you see that are in a language that you don't know.
Can I call out to any of the previous knights to see if they know what this is?
You try to call out to them and you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna physically touch the pedestal.
So as you like reach down and touch the pedestal, your fingers like run along with it, and expecting the regular like stone pillar that the rest of the weapons reside on. As you touch the pillar itself, the top of it almost feels like it liquefies as you run your fingers over. It's almost like running your hand through water.
I'm gonna plunge my hand as far into it as I can.
Alright, you are now fisting a pillar.
Yes.
Having fun there, Rusk. Make sure not to fist too deep.
Bye.
Shut up, Dave!
I love you guys.
This is not original Elgra.
I walked
What?
away to get potato chips. What did I miss?
Brady's
I'm
fisting
fisting
a
a pillar.
All right, have fun there. We know as far as us, we'll ever get with anything. But
Oof.
this is just a friendly reminder. I'm a gay fish, and I can get women easier than you.
Wait, Gil's gay?
Yeah.
Gil's been gay.
I didn't know that.
Oh my
The
God.
entire
It's
campaign.
my entire plot.
Like
Why do you
90%
think
of
we
the
keep
jokes
calling
were
him
about
a
him.
bottom?
I didn't know that.
First session we played,
I-
Gil
I feel so
ran
defeated.
into. First session we played, Gil ran into Usk first. Usk did not trust him, grabbed him by the throat, and Gil started blushing.
Oh god, he's into choking.
He's into a lot of things, man.
Listen here. When you live
Mostly
in a
man.
fucking island, you don't really have a lot of options.
I didn't know. I never really thought about autoerotic asphyxiation with Gil.
Listen here. I'm gonna go back to my potato chips, and we're gonna go back to your awakening.
Yeah, how does that how does that work with you
What?
being a fish?
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Actually, a fish.
He still has lungs.
What?
Yeah.
What?
All right, I'm
Humanoid
done.
creature
Good
with
night,
the
everybody.
aquatic subtype. He can breathe both air and water.
I can't.
Josh, I quit. I officially quit.
You only got 4 weeks left. You ain't going nowhere.
But Josh, I don't.
Alright, so. What else do you do? You're just, elbow deep into this pillar here.
Does this pillar react to my presence at all, other than when I touched it?
Nope, it just ripples as if, like, you're playing in a puddle.
Drink it.
You know, Dave, that was going to be my second option.
Do it. You know you want to.
I'm going to drink the pillar.
So, you, like, pull your hand out. Like, your arm isn't any different. There's no changes to it. And you like, lean down to drink the water, or drink the pillar, and your face just hits rock.
It's a good thing he's hard-headed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick my hand back in, grasp at the water, and pull it out.
So where the top of the pillar would be, like, you're not able to actually lift it past, like, the top of the pillar.
Alright. I'm going to pull my hand out, summon the Elven Curve Blade, and plunge it into the pillar.
Okay. No changes.
What if you stick your dick in it?
You know what? Yeah, that was gonna be my suggestion too.
Well,
Have
considering my head hit the actual stone, and my hand is able to go into it, I'm not doing that.
Mm.
I mean, to be fair, I could suggest something else, but that would get Josh banned.
Make me a
And I
perception roll,
wouldn't-
baby.
What?
Make me a perception roll, Brady.
The pillar looks
Okay.
at you with lustful eyes.
Fuck you, Dave.
I had to.
Brady, you hear something that kind of sounds like a little bell. Just echo
Can I-
throughout the chamber.
Can I hear a specific direction?
Behind you.
I'm gonna turn around.
Oops. Nothing there.
Nothing there. I'm going to plunge the bastard sword into it to see if I hear the bell again.
No, you turn back around, you plunge the sword into the stone, and no reaction from the stone, but like as you turn around, the bell also sounds again.
Does it sound like it's behind me again?
Mm-hmm.
Like directly behind me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn halfway around with the sword still plunged into the pillar.
Okay. Again, you don't see anything there.
Is there a specific distance on the summons of the vault?
Each of the pillars are like spaced out, maybe.
I mean, the weapons that I summon. Say if I threw them.
Well, you can only have one at a time.
I'm aware of that, but if I threw one, how far would it go before it blinks out?
I never actually tried that before, so like you can do it. You can summon like I don't know, one of the weapons that you have. I didn't actually look at your list.
I'm gonna summon the orc double axe and just toss it down the hallway.
All right, so turn around again, summon the axe, chuck it. It just hits the ground.
That was probably a bad test to do in the vault.
No shit.
Like you have a composite bow. Like you can definitely like send them out pretty far to have the range of a bow. Because the arrows that you shoot from the bow are also spectral, so
I'm just gonna sit down on this pillar and just meditate.
alright. It's really uncomfortable. The pillar is only sized for a weapon.
Wait, so he actually sits on the... Oh god. That's painful.
Not much more painful than flagpole sitting.
Not much more painful than what?
Flagpole sitting?
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Yeah, people climb to the top of flagpoles and sit on them. See how long they could sit up there for.
People
That's-
have weird kinks.
Yeah, they do.
This used to be a sport back in the 1920s.
Yeah.
Record was like 48 days or something like that.
Oh wow.
Alright, so Brady, how long do you sit here for?
About an hour.
Okay. You know, hour goes by. You haven't felt or heard any type of reaction from the pillar.
At this point, Usk is getting pissed off, so he's gonna summon the Earthbreaker after getting off the pillar and smash it into the pillar.
So yeah, so frustrated, you like stand up, walk out, you summon the Earthbreaker, raise it above your head, and as you turn around to slam it into the pillar, you see this little guy.
Why, hello there.
Aww, I want to hug it.
Just chilling.
He's, why would you destroy a home?
Mid swing, instead of smashing the pillar, Usk is gonna tap the top of it.
So you like tap the top of the earthbreaker to the pillar, and the little guy's just sitting there crossed legs and watches you do this. He like reaches out and karate chops the top of the earthbreaker. And just looks back up at you.
I'm gonna sit down in front of him. Hello?
He gives you a wave.
Do you have a name?
You hear like a bunch of like garble come out of its voice, come out of a voice that you would hear.
Are you able to speak any discernible language of the material plane?
It, like tilts its head at you.
Are you a manifestation of some sorts?
Gives you a shrug.
Fair enough. What is this pillar?
He like reaches out and he taps it with both his hands.
I'm gonna mimic him.
He'll do it again, taps the pillar with both his hands, and he points at himself.
Ah. I think I understand.
I love it when Josh has Brady communicate with Monkey.
Are you trying to tell me you are connected to this pillar?
He's gonna like look around a little bit, and he like points to one of the weapons that's displayed, and then he points at himself.
Ah.
And then
Do you know anything about this pillar?
he face palms.
Seeing him facepalm, can I go over to the weapon he pointed at?
Brady, I know you're dense, but there's no way you could be this dense.
I'm not working with very much here, Dave.
I
I'm not.
already know what he's talking about, and I'm not even half paying attention.
Hey, someone just run by me what's going on, and I'll see if I can figure it out, because I haven't been paying attention whatsoever.
So the entire interaction was Usk met this little dude, right?
So he's in his aether crystal, right? Where
Yeah,
in the vault where they keep all the weapons of the Aether Sworn Knights, right?
Yep.
Usk is trying to figure out more about the Aether and whatnot, so he goes wandering and he comes across a pedestal that has nothing on it. He tries to manipulate it. His hand can go straight through it, but his base head palms through it. He tries to then smash it, and then this little guy
Which he
appears
can't.
behind him. The little guy can't speak, or at least speaks a language that he cannot understand.
I'm 100% sure that Brady can't speak xenophobic. So
But he,
I'm sorry, what?
what the fuck?
That is a language, yes.
You would be correct on that aspect, Josh. And as far as xenophobic goes, it only affects the race's language itself Other people cannot speak that language.
But anyways, so this
What's your language? Racism.
basically. Anyways, Usk is asking this little creature if he knows anything about the pillar. He bangs his hands on the pillar and points at a weapon, bangs his hands on the pillar, and then points at himself.
Okay, I get it.
That's 2 for 2.
Like I said, I'm going over to the weapon he pointed at.
Okay, you do it your way.
The little guy's just sitting there watching you.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm walking back to the pillar. I'm summoning my great sword and plunging it into the pillar.
Oh no.
So as you go to plunge the sword into the pillar, the little guy just like jumps and like hurries off of the pillar. Your sword goes into the pillar. Nothing changes. The little guy just looks up at you and he just like starts banging on like little kid like temper tantrum starts like wailing on your thigh. It doesn't hurt at all.
That honestly sounds adorable. How small is he?
Brady, Usk is like what, 5'6" or something like that?
You're actually close. 5'5".
5'5"?
Oh, wow, 5'5". I thought he was 5. I thought he was 5'8".
No.
Yeah,
Usk
this
is
little
the shortest
I'm
member in the
taller than
party.
Usk.
yeah, this little dude is, I'd say maybe a little over a foot tall.
Okay. Usk, I have something very important to ask you. Can we keep him, please?
No,
Why? But he's so cute. I'll
because
promise
his
to feed
soul is
him.
connected to the crystal.
But I'll promise to feed him and give him walks.
He's a soul.
I'll promise to feed him and give him walks and give him hugs and give him cuddles and love.
See, so after he's done like punching you in the thigh, you see him like stomp his foot. He points at the greatsword, and he points at you, and then he points at the pedestal, and then points at himself.
Fun fact for you, Josh. Brady's not good at charades.
Oh my fucking god!
Can we just tell him?
That's
Honestly, I just want to sit here and keep doing this. This is fun.
I mean, it is great content.
Yeah.
Especially if there's an animator in the audience that wants to draw this
Yes.
entire debacle.
God, that'd
Yes.
be funny.
Please, if anybody is an animator in this, I beg of you, please animate this. Please, for the love of God.
Can somebody give Brady's smooth brain a hint?
No. It's fun.
because we're trying to save time here. This is his pedestal.
He is the weapon.
He is the guardian of this pedestal, like Jacques is for his weapon.
Motherfucker, it's
Alrath-
Soul Eater.
Yeah, like Alrath is the guardian of his scythe. This is his pedestal.
Excalibur.
Oh.
He used his hands as weapons. He was like a monk or a brawler or something.
There we go. That's Brady right now.
Ooh.
He got it. Josh wouldn't let him talk.
Uh, Jesus Christ.
This
Okay.
went nowhere where I was expecting.
Where did you think this was going?
I thought there was gonna be someone actually talking to me. You know that I can understand.
Oh my god.
Okay, Dave, where the fuck did you get that GIF?
Oh, that was me, and I literally just typed Excalibur into the GIF button on
No.
Discord.
No, not that. The GIF before that.
Oh, Dave, what
Nothing like the smell of burning flesh in the morning to get you going.
Yeah, where'd you get that?
I
It's on
typed burning
Discord.
flesh into
The
the
GIF
GIF
button.
generator.
Oh,
Into the GIF
Jesus
button.
I love the GIF button. It's great.
And for the one above that, I typed "This is the blood of a demon," because that is legit what Dreyfus is saying there in Seven Deadly Sins.
I
This is the
love
blood of a This is the blood of a demon. Drink it.
I love Seven Deadly Sins, but I've heard it's really bad. Like it's really what's the word?
I liked it.
Wait,
Alright.
it's over already?
So Brady.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So Brady,
Yes, Josh.
you now understand who this guy is.
I at least hope he does.
And I have faith that Brady isn't this dumb.
I mean, we literally told him.
That's true. As soon as it was I heard a little man from a pedestal. That's immediately where my brain went.
Oh boy.
Fool! We could
Sorry, I'm
probably-
extremely pissed off at myself for not realizing this.
Gotta love it. Not only do I make myself look like an idiot on the internet, I do it to my friends too.
You want to know the sad part about all this?
Pretty good at doing it to ourselves, also.
What?
Alrath wanted to meet this person.
Who?
Brady's last character.
Wait, what person? The little
This guy. Yeah, the little dude.
I still want to keep him and hug him and snuggle him. He looks very cuddly.
Norloth, he's
What?
dead.
Okay,
Has
to
been.
to be fair, Zorlov wants to hug and cuddle and snuggle everybody. Fuck.
This is the first user, isn't it, Josh?
What?
That laugh says yes.
I wouldn't
Right.
say. Well, I'm not gonna say the first user. I would try talking to him more.
If only Usk knew racism.
Honestly, at this point, I'm too pissed off to think of anything to ask. And that's table level.
You really know how to rub salt in the wounds, don't you, Matt?
I take pride in the fact that I am a professional roaster.
I love you guys so god.
You hand me a goddamn chicken and that thing will be cooked to temperature.
I love
Just
you
by
guys.
what I yell at it.
Oh,
I
gosh.
love you guys so goddamn much.
He's gonna little guy's gonna walk back up and just pat you on the leg. Like a sympathetic pat.
I'm just gonna sit down, head in my hands. So you don't speak the same languages as I do. I can't understand a word you say. You're pantomiming answers. This is gonna be a fun conversation.
And he gives you like a rapid nod.
Indubitably.
You know how difficult it is to get answers from this situation, Josh?
It was simple, Usk.
No, understanding who it was simpler. Getting
Okay.
answers is not.
Okay. Usk or Brady or whatever
I would have
you're.
thought. I would have thought you would have seen this coming, since you were searching for it in the last campaign.
Okay, Usk, I love you to death. You are like a brother to me, but I swear to God, even I could have figured that out, and I have half a brain.
I mean, Brady. To be fair, I have done stupider stuff. So.
Mm-hmm.
Usk, you gonna be alright, dude?
Usk is gonna be fine. Brady is not.
Um, uh, Brady, sorry if I got a little too deep. That was not my intention.
No, it's not that. I'm pissed off at myself beyond words.
Don't worry, man, it's okay. These things happen, dude.
Plus, I'm trying to think of how to phrase questions as a yes or no.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you can at least just start trying to ask questions.
I think he's trying to think of a way to try.
Okay. I'm gonna look at this little dude.
I just love how his canonical name is Little Dude, by the way. That's funny. That's cute.
Well, I can't understand what he says, so I can't learn his name.
Fair enough.
I'm going to ask this little dude if he could teach me how to use Brew Aether.
He's gonna like pose in a like a thinking position for a second. To like pace around a little bit. He's gonna like look at you. And he'll give you a so hand gesture, like it's slap palm, just like side to side.
Is it something that I'd have to learn for myself for the most part?
Give me a sense motive roll.
Okay. I'm not very good at these.
He didn't say no. And then you see him like tilt his head again, as if like he's asking why.
Protect those around me. To the best of my ability.
You can see him like nod his head a couple of times, and then you see him like punch his chest a couple times, and then shrug. Every time he does a gesture, Brady, I'll allow you a sense motive roll. To
Thank
determine
you.
Whether or not you understand what he's talking about.
Look at my rolls from earlier.
You could probably discern that, like, he says, like, he kind of gets you.
Just gonna look at him, as I've been doing. Failed to words. Failed to protect someone I thought of as a friend, and I refuse to let that happen again. I am willing to do whatever it takes to learn, be better, strong. Can you help me in any way?
And he like just stares at you with its just dead black eyes for a second, and then he walks up to you, and he like pokes you in the chest a couple times, comes back, and he like goes into a fighting stance, like punches the air a couple times. And then he walks up to you and he pokes you in the forehead, and then makes like a wild gesture with his hands.
Well, you're dead.
I don't even need a sense motive roll for this. Yes, I am strong when I'm angry. I'm strong when I'm not angry. I'm stronger when I'm angry.
He's gonna shake his head no.
No.
He does it again. He pokes you, and then he like punches the air, and then he pokes you in the forehead again, and then he makes the crazed gesture. Go ahead and roll.
There's the roll.
That's what we're looking for. So you got the first part right, with him saying, you know, you physically are strong yourself, but your mind is everywhere. It is crazy. Then once you like realize what he says, he notices your movements, and then he goes he like gestures around your head, and then like he pretends to like stab himself and like fall to the ground.
Cute.
So if I don't focus and keep calm, I'm gonna die?
Roll again. The reasoning, your mind is being as clouded as it is, will eventually lead to your downfall.
down. Difficult thing to do.
And he sits up and he like gestures at you and he nods his head, and then he like wide arms open, and he like gestures towards the entire room, and then he brings them in to a position where you see like the monks at William's monastery do, to like gesture like like calming and such. And then he points back at you and like pokes his head with both of his fingers a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a sense motive on that one.
Go for it.
Fuck.
Okay. So he's telling you that what you understand is like he's trying to tell you that you have to learn something, but you're not entirely sure what it is. But just think back to what he was doing, like big, wide open hands and arms stretched out as he gestures and like spins around in the vault. And then what he does, he waves his hands at you again to get your attention. What he does is he like holds his arms out and like his elbows down at a 90-degree angle. He like stomps around a little bit and turns back to you and waves his finger at you. And what he does is like he stands at like an attention position, and he like punches his chest again and does the calm motion again, points at you and points to his head again.
But by any chance, are you talking about the namaste thing?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. I'm surprised I don't know that, actually.
You know what namaste means?
No.
Go in peace.
Oh. You know, I could honestly see someone's, like a monk, saying that right before he's about to rip a dude's jugular out.
So William.
What?
William has done that.
Yep.
Seriously?
What did I do?
Ripped someone's fucking jugular out.
Oh yeah, I've done that plenty of times. I've
After
also
saying
literally,
namaste.
I've also literally caved in a man's skull by stepping on it.
I mean, that's one of the first things the Wanderers saw when they met Hino. She literally bit someone's throat out.
I
Yeah,
love
no.
Kino.
William is a monk, but he was also a very vicious man because
He has
He
the blood
fought-
of a
he-
huntsman in his
What?
veins. He has the blood of a huntsman in his veins.
not to mention that he is a survivor and will do whatever it takes for him to survive.
Exactly.
All right, back to my potato chips.
Hey guys, I have something to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey,
Go
do
for
what you
it.
need, man.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
You
Because
do.
Ryan's gone. I'll unmute myself and not eat my potato chips for a little bit. So, how are we doing at Brady trying to figure out?
The little guy's trying to explain to him how he can learn the aspects of true Aether, but again, Brady doesn't understand. And unfortunately, the dice are really kicking him in the ass right now.
They really are.
So go ahead and make me another roll.
Only we could help you.
There
with
we
it.
fucking go.
There we go. Okay, so you finally get to understand the little angry gesture that he was making. He's saying like, being angry all the time isn't a good thing. You know, you lose control. But if you could find pride in yourself and coming of like purity and purity would be the best way that I can describe it. Finding purity and pride in yourself is what will lead you into the right direction.
Where should I start?
In your young grasshopper.
The little guy just stands there and thinks for a second. And then he points his finger and, like jumps a little bit, like he just got an idea. And, from his, the glowing center of his chest, you can see him, like, reach in and then slowly, like, pull out, like, a little blue orb. And he'll walk up to you and he'll hand it out to you.
I will take this tiny blue orb.
Actually, no, sorry. It's two little blue orbs. And he'll hand them out to you and drop them in your hands.
Lol, us got blue balled.
Fuck you, Dave.
So as you're holding them in your hands, the little guy then just reaches up and he flicks the two balls, and each of them go directly into each of your eyes.
Do they hit my eyes or actually meld with my eyes?
No, they come in contact with your eyes.
Ow. Why?
Congratulations. Now you can pass all perception checks. That's
So through the pain of just like getting flicked in the eye, you cover your eyes for a second, you rub them a little bit, and then you slowly open your eyes again, and what you see is a vision that's not of your own. You are no longer inside the vault. You are within a vast emptiness. Almost like I would say it's a white void, but it's not actually a white void. There are like colors of all different sorts, like floating all over the place. And you can see like larger orbs, each varying of different colors, all surrounding one. There's like one above it, one below it. There's 4 of them circling around it. And then there's like maybe 16 other orbs that orbit this center part as well. And then as you're seeing all of this, you start to hear a voice that thankfully you can understand. God damn it. Okay, and it reads out, or it speaks out, and it says, Aether is an essence that was given to the plane, or that was given to the sphere. That is the essence of gods. While it is not a physical thing, it is also not nothing. Why did I word it like that? It exists and doesn't exist within the space between the planes. In mortal terms that you would understand, Aether is pure. Think of it like a clear sky on a nice warm material plane day. Purity on maturity. And without the clouding of judgment is what will allow you to harness this essence. While creatures may not be able to survive for long in the Aether because of how powerful it is, yeah, I come to realize that I worded this completely wrong. Basically, the voice tells you that there is always going to be something that comes from nothing. It's a harmonic balance that protects. But at the same time, in order to use it, you yourself are also going to have to be within that balance. Think of it as the weapons that you wield. They are both physical and astral at the same time. Go ahead and roll me another sense motive. Not the best. But anyway, but for the sake of it. Usk basically understands that there is no room for selfish acts. You, as a creature of Aether, are meant to help maintain the balance between the planes. While you still have your mortal soul, you still have the capabilities of feeling something, but yet wielding nothing. Basically, just stop being an angry prick. Find some pride in yourself.
I can do that.
And at the ending of this explanation, you're gonna hear the voice say, Your understanding of this realm. Teach it to your fellow mortals. And pass on this knowledge from generation to the next. As I grant you this gift. And before you can see like little tiny hands reach out, and before the little hands generates the Aether Crystal.
I'm going to put my hands out for the crystal. Not outright taking it. Just waiting for it to be given.
Well, it eventually does generate within the little hands that eventually grab onto it and pulls it close to its chest. And then soon, flashbang, then you blink, and then you're back in the vault. Little guy's just standing there, like, looking up at you. The head tilted to the side, like, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You see him like jump up and like pull his hands close to his chest, and in an excitingly, he just stares at you.
Does he look like he's waiting for me to say something?
Yes. Roll me again. God damn it. Yeah, it looks like he's waiting for you to say something.
Looks like I need to spend some time with some monks. Better understand myself. Better understand the universe. Maybe learn a thing or two. Maybe teach a thing or two.
You're gonna see the little guy like jump up in excitement, and he's gonna give you 2 big thumbs up.
Just gonna sit there.
The little guy's gonna climb back on its little pedestal. And sit there with you.
After about 3 hours of sitting there, I'm gonna bid him adieu. And I'm gonna return to my material body.
So, now that everybody has gone through their little spiritual awakening, what do you guys do now?
I'm just curious where I actually ended up. I've just been floating in the ocean. Who knows, right?
I just watched up in the schools of the shores of the Baroque School of Magic.
I was gonna say the Grimborn Desert.
So Brady, the little guy that you came across, he is, or he was a weirwood.
That makes sense, actually, now that I think about it.
He was a what?
A weirwood.
A weirwood.
Huh.
They're technically constructs created by wizards long ago and have been continued living and creating more of them. They can range in size from medium to tiny.
Fascinating.
I actually built a weirwood.
Interesting.
It was gonna be a paladin.
Yeah. Too bad you didn't have any way to understand its language.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guessing you guys all eventually meet back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess I try out some water-based abilities.
Matt,
Yeah.
you happen to notice, like, when you cast some of your water abilities, I would say the pigment of your water, usually depicted as like, of course, ocean water. But it comes out a lot more clean and pure.
By salt. Fascinating. Now, the next step, figure out what the mystery thing to my trident is. That's a later thing. Well, it seems like I figured that out. Now, where's my boat? And start swimming in random direction.
What have you done with my ship?
Listen, I probably drifted away from it.
Almost likely.
Like,
Oh,
Gil,
100%.
Gil pulls out like a compass and like a waterproof map and just he's like on top of the ocean, just like charting his plot and just starts swimming.
Hey guys, I'm back.
In the most
Welcome
Gil
back.
fashion.
Nice.
You started like here, you ended like here,
Yeah. I'm like, how did I? I'm
and
not.
now you have to get back here.
Well, at
And
least
your
I
boat
go.
ended up over here.
Gil lost at sea.
It's crashed on the Grinborn Desert.
Mhm. Oh god, what the fuck?
Oh, time to make a phone call or make a stone phone ring.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters!
Um,
we could definitely say that this takes a while.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know how long Gil's enlightenment would take, but he was probably like just floating in the ocean for like a good week or so. He just went with,
Munching on kelp, smoking that damp seaweed.
you know, filtering the salt water out and just drinking it.
Vibin'.
Mhm.
So how about we go ahead and say that it is about the middle of November.
Okay. I like the fact that it's like we all meet up back in the middle of November. They're like, Gil, how'd you get here? Oh, I just swam.
Soon a lot of swimming.
How long has it been?
Wee.
Little over a month.
Swimmy swim.
A little over a month before Gil gets back. From the time they started their enlightenment training.
I like the idea. It's like everyone's like, yeah, I just went out and like talked to someone or something found me, and Gil's like, I just sat in the ocean, man.
I was in bed.
Zolaf is gonna Zolaf is gonna run up and hug Gil.
Oh,
Gil!
hi. Pardon the smell. I smell like the ocean. I literally just walked out of the thing.
You
Hi.
say that like you didn't smell like the ocean before.
No, listen. I literally swam here. I had a boat. I don't know where it is now.
Zolaf is
Don't tell me it was a rental.
If I say no, will that make it feel better? It's not. I bought it. Of course, I bought it. Why wouldn't I have bought it?
Like I was expecting that because that would be something us would do.
I knew I was most likely going to end up with a boat going missing due to the fact that I planned ahead of time thinking I'm just going to end up at the bottom of the ocean and float there for a while. Which extremely peaceful. You ever watch a storm from underneath the waves? Fascinating.
I bet.
No, but have you ever seen a storm in the Underdark?
No, because there's no weather systems down there.
So
Oh.
So I learned I learned how to do true fire.
Ooh, charming.
And I also confessed that I had a crush on Messino.
Ah, you and probably
Pretty sure
half
we
of
all
this-
knew.
Wait, what?
Zolaf, you were about as good as hiding it as Usk is being quiet.
I'd like to say, like, of this meeting, Rose is probably the last to get there.
Mm.
She steps out of the portal. Her hair is an absolute mess.
Zolaf hugs Rose. Rose!
You just wake up.
You could say that.
Long night.
Many.
Charmed. Regardless,
And
I
that,
believe-
Rose, is why my hair stays short.
I just did in the ocean. Well, I guess now that we have all, I assume like Jean and Edon are here too.
Yep, John, Edon, the Imperials.
How was training and getting enlightenment up on top of the mountaintops, Draven? At
Cold.
Cold. I can tell you the ocean was also cold.
I was technically inside of a crystal. Now that I say that out loud, that's kind of weird.
Well, I believe we have now achieved our goal for enlightenment. Now on to our next step, which I believe is with Maho, is, if my memory serves correctly, we must take the the Trial of Heroes.
Ah, yes. Finally, at long last, as Hino's going to be stepping through the portal now. Congratulations. I must say, it took a lot less time than I thought it was.
How long did you?
I honestly think most of the time it took me to get here was just me swimming after I got enlightened because I was lost in the ocean.
How long did you think it would take, Messino?
A lot longer than this. But then again, you all are very fast learners.
Oh, appreciate it.
Aw,
Kind of was
you're so
hoping it would
sweet.
take them a little bit longer.
What is that?
Rose, we don't need to know about your nightly debauchery.
But I will enjoy a spicy
Then
lizard.
don't bring it up.
You're the one who brought it up.
I
Ladies,
only
you can
said that I
argue
wished you had taken longer.
Ladies, you can both argue over who wears the better cotton panties later. Hino was talking.
Bold of you to assume I wear underwear.
That's disgusting and unhygienic.
I mean,
You have literally seen Usk walk out of his room naked.
to be
I stand by
fair,
my statement.
to be fair, Usk is a barbarian, so that
So,
kind of thing seems pretty on brand.
now that everybody has
This
finally
actually seemed pretty on brand.
got their minds in order, the last thing we need to do is to get you all to the point where you can actually fight.
It's gonna be the difficult part, at least for me. Because I still... He looks down
I'm
at the
down,
ground.
little boy.
Sorry.
Gil's gonna lead into Zoloff. Zoloff, it's either you help us deal with the Hino problem, or the Hino problem deals with all of us. One of those options is a wee bit more better.
Preston? Aye.
So now there lies only one more task before you. The Trial of Heroes.
That sounds fun.
Sounds ominous.
Would Gil know stuff about this, or is that be like knowledge history or something?
A lot of people, especially adventurers, know about it. So I would assume by now it's pretty common knowledge.
Yeah. Oh, so those are still a thing. I thought those were trials run by the gods.
That is correct. But as of about 100 years ago, the trial is run by the Kaiju.
Oh, now I feel dumb. I literally just spent a month with one.
Well, unfortunately, you know, they run off of 4-year cycles. They take turns to.
Oh, I see.
When the Wanderers did theirs, they were guided by the Kaiju that resides in Winterhollow.
Oh, Jervis the Turtle.
Correct.
I read up a bit.
Your Kaiju, unfortunately, was 2 years ago.
Nuts! I just missed out.
Your trials will be taking place within the Spider Silk forests of the Underdark. And you will
Oh,
be,
that's
and you will,
wonderful.
and you
Gil
will,
visibly deflated that comment.
and you will be judged by the Kaiju, Quagrog 7.
That's the one of darkness, isn't it?
Let's just say I really hope that you all don't have arachnophobia.
Of course I don't. I can easily deal with those of course I don't. I can easily deal with those pesky critters.
Spiders. Why must it be spiders?
So, speaking of, talking on them as pesky critters, yeah, that's fine for the small ones. What do you think about large ones?
Wait.
Like,
Take a break.
really large?
Like bigger than you, Zoloff, large spiders.
Like, you know that apocalyptic dragon that we kind of were speaking to?
Like
Think
the
about
swallow-
as large as that.
Like can swallow Draven in one fell swoop, spiders.
Would it be news to us? He's used to it by now.
So wait a minute.
It was
They
only
get
swallowed
bigger?
once.
They get bigger?
Yes.
Well, I did take a little bit of time to do some research while I was down there.
And what'd you find out?
The
What's
Kaiju of Darkness is a giant massive spider.
Oh, fun.
You're gonna be alright, Gil.
I will suffice, but I will say I'm not going to enjoy this whatsoever.
I mean, they kind of call his domain the Silk Forest for a reason.
Oh, I'm well aware.
So wait a minute. Where are y'all going in the Silk Forest? Or is it just him?
We're all going to the Silk Forest.
Oh, boy.
That's where our challenge is going to be held.
Oh, it's a good thing I have a light.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
I'd be careful about that, by the way.
Why? Can the forest? Of course, the forest catch on fire. It's a fucking forest.
So,
And spider silk's kind of flammable, like really flammable.
Ooh, fun. I can burn. Ooh, fun. I can burn things.
I don't think anybody would appreciate if you burned down an entire forest.
I mean, to be fair, I can. Oh wow.
this is gonna be more for Cody, but you guys are gonna hear it too, since Hino's gonna tell Cody, and she says, Edon, when we do get to the Spider Silk Forest, Yumari has left me with a couple of tasks that I would wish to test out, at least. So when we get there, we're going to try it out for the first time, and hopefully it works. So, if all of you are ready, shall we begin?
Apple time like the present.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Agreed.
Just gonna flick her wrist and bring out the crystal, tap on one side, and the portal's going to open. She's gonna gesture you all to the portal. Make me perception rolls.
1 second. I don't know why, but it's still stuck on the fucking spells column. I don't
I
know
rolled
why.
an 8. I did
I-
roll 7.
I rolled a 26.
No, but I rolled an 8. I have a plus 24 to the perception.
Jesus fucking Christ,
Got a
man.
plus 22, my dude.
I know.
Plus 21.
You have a plus 22, and I have and I rolled 8, and you rolled a 7. It's just shouldn't that be a 31, not a 29? Oh wait, that math. I can do that.
So, Usk and Gil happen to see
Okay.
this.
Oh fuck yeah, that's a real low. I should have very high.
No, she doesn't have a very high stealth. Hino's not stealthy at all. Which is kind of funny for the person who trained her.
Yeah.
So as you guys are making your way into the to walk into the portal, Usk and Gil happen to notice Hino's arm like twitch, and like she almost balls her fist, but she restrains herself.
Gil just kind of looks at it inquisitively and will keep it to himself.
It almost actually looks like that she's in pain.
Can anyone comment on that, or just the two that
I
make the perception check?
just me and Brady.
Oh,
Do
my
I
bad.
notice? Do we notice each other saw that?
Yeah.
Usk makes it. Usk tries not to be obvious that he saw it.
Yeah, Gil was just kind of a quick glance.
Saw it at the peripheral. But Usk doesn't say anything.
Yeah, Gil
You
was
you guys can hang back.
Gil was gonna slow his step for a second. Hopefully.
Agreed.
Is everyone like through the portal?
Yeah,
at this
everybody
point?
is through the portal at this point.
What do you think that was about?
It could be because she's a demon lord entering a kaiju space.
Hmm. True. I wonder if something actually managed to hurt her though. It looked painful. So did learn true fire.
By this time, you also see Hino come through. And
Sorry.
with your perceptions, you guys also see her like waving her arm, like shaking it out a little bit.
Mm.
Don't pretend like I didn't see you, that you saw what happened.
Listen, not our place to say anything until it becomes important.
Agreed.
She like looks out at the rest of the party as they're just walking into to the city of the Underdark. She holds you guys back, reaches up, pulls her kimono back a little bit, and you guys can see that like it's creeping up her arm, almost like like some sort of an infection or a disease. Her faucet burn is now past her elbow.
That's not.
Good. I assume that means we're running out of time.
Josh, what the fuck is that?
So Hino has a marking. Every demon lord has one. It's called a Faustian burn.
If you want to look
It's-
them up in real life, it's basically the burn your body gets after you've been struck by electricity or lightning.
Okay, cool. How do you spell that?
Like Faust, and then Tien.
What?
Faustion.
Here I found the image.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put it in images real quick.
Okay, okay. Let's see how bad this is.
So the Faustian burn is an injury, or in my world, a marking that's sustained through demonic contact or becoming a demon lord. Hino had one on like her upper back that crept up from her back to her lower neck, and if you look at her token, right, you can see it like on her shoulders, and it creeps up underneath her eyes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that actually looks really cool.
Yeah, that was her.
But I know it's not.
Yeah, that is her burn. But you now notice, like, she's not wearing the exact same kimono in her picture.
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing like a full outfit now. And if it's the burn now went from her upper back, and it's starting to creep down her arms.
Ugh.
Or no, her remaining arm. I forgot. Her right arm is already covered. But she explains to Gil and us, her burn is getting worse. It's completely covered her back. It's starting to creep around to her torso, and it's starting to go down her left arm.
Does it
Wow.
injure you mentally or physically?
Well, you can imagine it hurts like utter hell.
I
It looks like
understand that, but Does it cause any other effects that hinder you mentally or physically?
No, I don't have any more control over any of my powers. I can't transform.
Well then, we'll have to make this quick.
Agreed.
The longer we wait, the more chance we have of not being able to fight you. A state in which would be more beneficial to us than whomever is taking control.
So, wait, you know, who gave you that mark?
You're not here. This is just between us,
Oh,
Gil,
sorry.
and you know.
Sorry.
So,
sorry.
with the encroaching threat that Hino has now lost complete control over all of her transformations, time is running out. There are now 3 months. 3 months remain.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
get done with
shit.
these trials really fucking quick, guys.
The Trial of Heroes will happen next week. So thank you all very much for watching.
Remember last time's Trial of Heroes? Didn't take like 6 months.
Jesus Christ.
So, ladies and gentlemen, tune in next week. The ascension to level 15 begins. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Why?